Hey everyone, so just a quick update before I get into, the content of this video. Starting September 9th, classes start for me again, so I'm not going to have as much time to post videos as frequently as I've been posting in the last few months. So I'm most likely not going to be watching that many movies, especially new movies in the theater. Um, I won't have the time to stay up to date with the newest devices. I won't have as much time to even pick up more video games. I have a couple of deals that I've already planned out that I'm uh, going to be picking up over the next few weeks. Um, and a couple of things that I've ordered online that I'm planning on. I'm just waiting for them to be delivered right now. And with my birthday coming up in October, I'm most likely going to get a couple more new things then that I'll share with you guys. And yeah, it'll sort of just be more sporadic. I won't have as many movie reviews. I might go to see one or two movies over the next few months. And I thought I'd just do a series of, just recapping what I have in my collection so far. So I'm going to be making videos covering uh, each one of my video game collections. So I'll start out with my GameCube games, and then I'll go ahead and make other videos including uh, games for different systems. And like I said, I'm going to start off this video with my Nintendo GameCube collection. So I'll be going in alphabetical order. I also have a couple of disc-only games that I'll just mention in the end. And yeah, let me just get right into it. So first I have Bomberman Jetters. And this game is actually, I've tried to play it, but it's pretty difficult for me at least, so I haven't really tried to play it that much. Call of Duty 2 Big Red One, a game that I actually haven't played yet because I don't really care for Call of Duty games, but it was part of a bundle deal, so I had to take it. Donkey Konga, and I have the Bongo controller too. This is a really fun rhythm-based game, and I like it. Especially games that come with funny accessories. I really like those kinds of games. Next is Freestyle Metal X, and this is a sort of BMX sort of game. Nothing really special about it. It was a cheap game, so I just picked it up. Next is F-Zero GX. There's a bunch of stickers all across it, but otherwise it's complete. Manual and disc are in good condition, and it's an F-Zero game. You race each other. There's multiplayer, but I don't really have people to play against, so just me playing this, but it's pretty fun, and I like F-Zero games. Next is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I got that in a bundle deal with a GameCube console and a controller and a memory card, and it was all for $10. So I didn't say anything about it. I just took it. Intellivision Lives. It's just a collection of old Intellivision games, and I actually like these collections of older games. All the games are really simple to play, and because they're very simple to play, some of them can be very hard also. But yeah, there's a lot of games included in the set, and it was only $2 when I got it, so that was good. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. I don't really care for Lego games, but again, this was included in a bundle deal, so I had to take it. Mario Kart Double Dash Special Edition says includes bonus disc. The bonus disc is in better condition than the than the actual game disc, but they both still play. And sadly, I did pay $30 for this. And then when I got it and I saw what condition the disc was in, I was sort of disappointed. But at least it still works, and I can always get it resurfaced. It's just a couple light scratches. Next is a game that I've had since I first got my GameCube, and that's Mario Party 4. And even after all these years, it is complete, but there's like a crack on the center of the disc there, and it hasn't affected the gameplay yet, but maybe in the future it might crack under the pressure of spinning around. And next is Mario Party 7, disc only inside of there, but case included, of course. This was like $2 from a Goodwill, and I saw it, grabbed it. I was like, I have to get it. Medal of Honor Frontline, again, a game that was just included in a bundle, but I haven't bothered to play it yet. Mega Man X Command Mission, and this was featured in a video recently where I just picked up a few games, and yeah, it was a really good deal. But this one is just disc only inside of the case. Another game that I've had since I was a kid, but still haven't finished actually, Monsters Inc. Scream Arena. And two games that I picked up, these were only $5 each. It's Naruto Clash of Ninja 1 and 2. And again, I have not had time to get into these games, but they're just fighting games featuring Naruto characters with Naruto style attacks. Next is Odama with the microphone included. It's like a tactical kind of game. I haven't had a chance to play that either. Another game that I've had for a long time, the playable demo disc, featuring those games there, plus a couple games for the Game Boy Advance. This was $15 brand new when I first got it. That was the reason why I got it, because it was cheap and it had several interesting game demos on them, and they were pretty extensive too, and I played this over and over and over again. I just can't remember though if this actually came with a manual and I lost it, or if it never came with a manual. Next is Shadow the Hedgehog, and I liked it. I liked it. I know other people have problems with it, but like just because it's not like any other Sonic series game. But I liked it. It was cheap. I had some fun with it, so definitely a good game in my mind. Next is Sonic Mega Collection 7 Great Hits. And it's just all the classic Sonic Genesis games all on one disc, and that's actually a game that I've had since I first got the GameCube. And then Soul Calibur 2 GameCube version, of course, with Link featured there. Next is the very first GameCube game that I got, and that is Super Mario Sunshine, and it's the not for resale edition. I just can't remember if this was bundled in with the GameCube that I received as a gift, or what the deal was with that one, but I've had it since the beginning, and sadly I still haven't finished it. Next is Super Monkey Ball 1 and Super Monkey Ball 2, and I had played them in the past. I had rented these games from Roger's Video like 10 years ago, something like that. Let's see, 2002, 2001, yeah, about 10 years ago, just a little over 10 years ago, and I had played them a lot, and I never bothered to buy them, but I found them recently at different places, but they were both really cheap, so I picked them up. Next is Swingers Golf. I got this from EB Games. It was being cleared out, and it was really cheap, so I grabbed it. Next is Teen Titans, and this game I actually like it because if you do have other people to play with, you can play as 4 of the 5 Teen Titans, because for some reason they have. Well, I can understand why they have only 4 player simultaneous 4-player, because there's only 4 controller ports. But it would have been fun if you could play as one of each of the Teen Titans instead of sort of leaving one out. Next is The Incredibles. I picked it up, but I haven't played it yet. It was really cheap, so I thought, why not? And now we're in the home stretch, the last 6 games here. The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures, sorry. I have not had time to play this yet. It's a decently sized game, so I haven't been able to really commit to any big games recently. And the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest. And I've been playing Ocarina of Time on the 3DS, and I also own it for the N64, so I don't know if I'm going to bother to even play the different versions. Maybe in the future, but probably not anytime soon. Next is The Sims 2. It was cheap, as was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Viewful Joe 2 is another game that I rented a lot from Roger's Video, but I didn't actually get to finish it then because I only had a few days with it, and I had purchased the first one, but I don't know what happened to it. It's gone. It's gone, as are some of my other games, like for the Game Boy Advance. But what can you do? And last is Yu-Gi-Oh! The False-Bound Kingdom. I started to play this game, and then I gave up on it. Mostly, I thought, ooh, it comes with 3 limited edition Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I want it. And it was just a waste of money. Not to say that it's a bad game. It's just I never gave it the proper amount of time. And now we're down to my loose disc games. And first, and what I believe to be the most important disc of all, is the Game Boy Player startup disc. Without that, you're unable to use the Game Boy Player to play all of your Game Boy games. So you definitely need this to be able to play your Game Boy games on the GameCube. Next is Super Smash Bros. Melee. I got it for $7. The disc is in good condition. There was no case available at all, but for $7 I wasn't going to argue because I know I could have been charged a lot more for it. And the same deal went for The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. This game, again, I picked it up recently. It was $4.99. It came in a case, but it wasn't a proper GameCube case, and the artwork on the outside was just printed off of a computer. It wasn't the actual artwork, but the disc was in like near perfect condition, so I took it anyways. And my very last GameCube game is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. And this one, there's just a very long story behind it. I won't go into it because it's just quite pointless. In the end, I'll say that I've definitely played it for many, many, many hours, but I never really got good at the game. So I'd continuously just do like the lamest tricks imaginable, and I should have probably given up on it years ago, and for a while I did give up on it, but every so often I find myself going back to it and trying to just finish certain missions that I never got around to. But that's it for my, I just whistled accidentally there. That's it for my GameCube collection. I don't have that many games. I'm at about, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 36 games plus the startup disc. So let's just say 37. And in the total amount of GameCube games that are out there, that's very few. But again, I'm not a GameCube collector. It's one of the consoles that I had when I was a kid, not a very little kid, and it was definitely not my first console. But again, it was one of the consoles that I played the most after the original Nintendo, and I had some fun with it, but I quickly moved on to other consoles, and since then I've moved on to several other consoles, and then I moved on to handheld gaming even more so than I used to be. But now we'll just have to wait and see how many more GameCube games I'm going to get. Again, I'm not really looking out for them, but if I see good or cheap GameCube games, I'm not going to pass them up. But yeah, just continue watching this series if you want to see the rest of my collection. I'll have videos again for each and every console. Sorry, for each and every one of my consoles and each of my handhelds. I'll have different collection videos for all of those. But I think for a couple, I'm just gonna bundle them together into one video because I might just have too few games for specific consoles. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say right now for my GameCube collection. And again, sorry for not being able to put out videos as frequently as I did in the last few months because of school. And of course, school comes first. Everything else gets put off to the side. And yeah, just continue watching my videos. Leave comments in the comment section below, and let me know what you think. And I'll try to be as quick to responding to your comments as I have been, but I definitely won't have the time to respond to comments as fast as I did in the past. But yeah, just please let me know if there's anything that you want me to address in my videos, and I'll get back to you. And that's it for this video. See you next time.